First warning impact day with severe thunderstorms in progress just across the state line, both to the north and to the west. These storms today are producing damaging wind gusts on the order of 60 miles an hour and also some hail near a quarter. And so here's what the radar looks like. We do have this one storm in Tishomingo County that's moving toward Russellville and Phil Campbell. I do want to show you our home view, and you can see that they're still pretty distant from central Alabama. And I'll turn on our first warning live radar so that you can see what's happening here locally. These storms moving to the east southeast between 30 to 35 miles an hour. And so they will reach the I-20 corridor within the next few hours. But I do want to show you just a few showers that we have ongoing across Walker County currently. No lightning strikes. You can see these have just developed, and they're actually moving in a southerly direction down through Bluff Creek and Alliance. So really not much to make mention of across central Alabama at this hour. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect now over the northern half of the state, as storms will be capable of producing damaging wind gusts through the evening. This runs up until 7 p.m. And here's a general timeline. Storms moving in now. I think they will impact North Alabama through about 4 o'clock, especially up along the Highway 278 corridor. That's the areas they're going to impact first. And then they reach the I-20 corridor closer to 2 or 3 p.m. They'll continue on their trek to the south heading into this evening. And we're not necessarily tracking a line of storms. They're kind of coming in clusters from the north and west on that upper level flow pattern. The Storm Prediction Center maintains their slight risk for severe storms today across most of northwest Alabama, and that does include Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Centerville, Talladega, Calera, Coleman, Hamilton. All the areas in yellow. That's where the greatest risk for severe storms will be. They're losing a little steam since early this morning, but they are packing a punch. It is warm and humid out there, which is fuel for storms. Heat index already in the 90s. It just feels yucky out there. So main threats today, again, heavy rain, lightning, that's a guarantee. And if you are looking at the radar and you've got to drive soon, I would avoid getting in the path of these storms because this rain can be blinding, and sometimes you just have to pull over. And the strong wind gusts are something too. Because the ground is so saturated, that's what we've been concerned about all day long, is down trees. It wouldn't even take a severe gust of 60 miles an hour to bring down some weak trees with the soil so saturated. So that's top of mind today. Of course, these storms could produce some hail too. That's not going to be a widespread issue, and a lot of the hail is just nickel size. But with those tall updrafts, if they're able to sustain the hail cores, that will be a thing heading into this evening, even as storms drift south. So let's talk about the future track. This is 2 p.m. Storms continue moving south and east. You can see that they are almost in a broken line, or almost clusters of storms. We may have some additional storms that move in from the west later this evening, closer to sunset. And so West Alabama may get almost a second round later tonight, but I do think those take more of an aim at Mississippi rather than the central part of the state. So as we head into this evening and into tonight, just make sure you're paying attention, and again, avoid driving through these storms. That is just not ideal. Tomorrow morning should be waking up dry, but then tomorrow afternoon we'll likely have a few more showers and storms. Now these are just going to be spotty, hit or miss showers. We're not looking for a lot of coverage of storms tomorrow. And it's just because it's still going to be very muggy, and we've got a front coming through. So those storms push to the south tomorrow. I actually think the greatest chance for a thunderstorm tomorrow will be south of I-20, but you can see they are spotty in nature. Then some drier air works in through the middle of the week, and it's going to feel so nice. Tomorrow still hot, steamy, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Wednesday rolls around, you're going to notice the drop in humidity by the morning hours. The afternoon really nice. Some forecast guidance has highs only in the 70s on Wednesday. And then by Thursday morning, I actually think some of us are waking up in the 50s. A lot of us mid to upper 50s. The weekend brings back tropical moisture, and that will mean some spotty afternoon storms, more of like a summertime pattern. Each day the chance of rain is only about 20 to 30%. We'll be here watching the storms through the afternoon and evening.